Hey everyone, and welcome back. In today's video I'm going to show you my January setup using some of my stickers, so here we go. So the first thing that I want to say is it's not your typical January setup. I decided to go with flowers using these Ohuhu markers. I love the Ohuhu brand. But the reason I chose flowers is because I wanted to use my stickers and I really didn't think there would be anything, like January-ish, I guess you could say, that would go with it. And I thought, oh, I love flowers. I love flowers and plants and all those things. And so I thought, you know what? That's what I want to do. I mean, it's my bullet journal and I would like to see flowers in it. So that's what I did. I chose flowers. I chose 3 different colors for the flowers. I love these Ohuhu markers. I think they're the water-based ones, and they, I don't know if it's the formula or what, but they're very watery, I guess you could say. I had to put down the color first. Normally I would use my Pigma Micron and I would draw everything out first and then color it in, but when I was testing these out before I did this, I noticed that there was a lot of smearing, and Pigma Microns don't typically smear with like anything that I've ever done, so I was really surprised. So I thought, well, I better draw everything out and go ahead and use the color first, and then I'll go back and draw everything in. So that's what I did here. Also, excuse the noise in the background. I'm in my office and have the heater going, and I just realized you can hear it in the video, so please excuse that. And really, to find all these flowers, I actually just looked up something on Pinterest just to get some ideas of what shapes I would like to use. And if you're new to like drawing and doodling, these are actually really simple shapes. One thing that I learned is when I first started doing this is everything is a line, whether it's a circle or squiggly or whatever, it's all just a line, and just learning how to put those all together. So I chose more simple ones. I generally do that. I go for the more simple shapes. So as you can tell, it's just mainly, squiggly, like these are squiggly, like little triangles, I guess, or circles or ovals and things like that. I typically go for things that are more simple to draw and to doodle, and I always like the look of it though. I always like the way it comes out. And then after I finished doing all the line art, I then put my sticker there. I love the way these new stickers came out. This one says, "A woman who fears the Lord shall be praised," and it's from a verse in Proverbs. And when I first started trying to draw like these little, I guess, character faces, it was kind of difficult because I was trying to look for something specific, and then once I got it down, as you'll see, I end up just doing it in different ways with different words and phrases and stuff like that. But I actually love the way they came out, and I hope you guys do too. They'll be available in my Etsy shop. Then I move on to the next page here, where I just wrote January and some hand lettering, cursive, and I do the same process. I take the Ohuhu markers and just color everything in, and then do all the line art. Then I take my gray Mildliner and I just put a lot of dots and little star shapes just randomly over the whole spread. And then I'll take my Pigma Micron and I'll just put a bunch of little circles all over the spread as well. I then move on to my calendar spread. I use the same process with coloring and I use the same font for January. I use my Tombow pen. This is one of my favorite pens to use for this. I just love it. It makes it so much easier for me because I tend to write really hard, like I press down really hard, and this pen it does great for me, so I love it. So then I just draw the lines for the calendar. So here on the side of the calendar, I have a place for goals, something that I would like to achieve for the month. So after I put all the dots and circles, I took my pink Ohuhu marker and just did a little header there for the days of the week. And as you can see, I have the dots there, but I realized after, which you'll see in a minute, after I started writing the numbers in, that I actually started January off on the wrong day, and I don't know what I was thinking. I had looked at the calendar, and really I think I had looked at December instead of January, and so I got to day 13 when I was like, hey, this doesn't make sense. So I just decided to cut up some of my paper and just cover over it. I usually use like the last page of my journal here. If you saw it, it's like colored on and cut up because that's just the one I use when I want to test things. And then I went back and refilled these little dots in for the numbers. I could have used a white gel pen, but I was like, I don't usually like the way it looks trying to write over it after you use the white gel pen, so I was like, I'll just cut out little squares and cover it up and redo it. So that's what I did, and it doesn't look too bad, but I fixed it, so it's okay. Then I moved on to my habit tracker and my mood tracker, and I used just the cursive with my Pigma Micron for both habit and mood, and then for tracker it's just an uppercase. And I did the same process for the flowers, coloring them in and then doing the lines for the flowers. And then I actually pulled out my stamp set. It's a monthly stamp, and I love to use these for my habit tracker because it makes it so much easier to just stamp one time and the whole month is there, all the numbers, over writing them, because that usually takes a while and then your hand hurts. So I like to do this. So so one of them didn't take very well, so I just wrote the numbers in that were a little lighter than the rest, and then I just used my markers and did different colors for each habit that I want to track. So for my mood tracker, I decided to go with just using the flowers. So I drew 31 of the flowers, or the little leaves that I chose, and by the time I was done with the spread, my hand kind of hurt, but I ended up loving the way it came out. And then I used each of the colors that I chose for this month, and I just put a different emotion for each one. So next I did my thoughts page. I usually keep this very simple, and I think I said in one of my other videos I like to write any video ideas I have down here, or I like to keep up with the books I read or things that I hear that I want to remember, little sayings and stuff like that, quotes. This is where I'll write them. And then I realized too, after I was done with my setup, that I forgot to add in my 2 lines a day daily journal. So I think I'm going to put that after the second week of January, just because that's how my brain works and I need it in the middle. And I'll probably share it with you guys if you follow me on Instagram. If you don't follow me, the link is in the description box below, as well as other social media platforms that you can find me on. And anyways, then moving on here, I then did a quote page. On the next one, it says, "Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer." And I just thought it was perfect quote to start off the year, to remember, what is actually really important moving out of 2020 and into 2021, just to have a different, mindset, and to remember where to really put my trust in my faith. So this is Romans 12:12, I believe. This is where that scripture comes from. And then after I was finished with that, I put some washi tape and I put one of my stickers, which will be available in my Etsy shop. Be creative, be innovative, be productive, be you, which I love. It's a good reminder. And then when I did my weekly spread, I don't know what happened. I lost all my footage, but here it is. It came out so pretty and I love it. And I have another one of my stickers there with the little character that says highly favored. And then here is my flip through. I hope you guys liked it. I love the way it came out. It's very springy for January, but it's okay. I actually love it, and I hope you do too. And again, here are the stickers that I have available. Some of my new stickers. I'll be making more with this character. If you guys have any ideas for me, please put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. And I hope you enjoy this setup and my stickers. Again, all the links to my shop and social medias will be in the description box below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.